Hello, this is Aznar, and I am back at you with another episode of Knights of Honor. In the last episode, we crushed the Welsh and continued to build our wealth.
Yes.
We're raiding France at the moment, hoping to push them out of a war against us. And we're going to continue to look towards building our base and expanding. Rebels in Britain. Well, that is perfect. Perfect for our armies in France to deal with. We're going to move these armies over. Oh, more rebels. Cornwall.
Yes, my lord.
Perfect for Reginald to deal with.
For valor.
Now that he has all these skills, one-on-one, he can easily crush these guys. It's not going to take anything at all. Now, the game says we're a major power. What does this mean? We're going to go to this screen called Kingdom Rankings. It ranks the 7 best kingdoms in the game, and it ranks you based on how large you are. We're not on this list. Your military strength. We're apparently not on this list. Ah, your economic strength. Here we go. We're getting a lot of points from having a good economy. And that's really it. Happy population, yeah. We're not going to be on this list very solidly right now due to that fact that it's basically based on how much money you are. In fact, I'll show you this. Yeah, it said not among. Now, if I go to a province, let's say Britain, and build a bakery, spend some money, it's going to drop us out again, which is fine. Being a major power is not a big deal. It's not an important thing to go for. Now, if you're very large, you undoubtedly will be a major power, but it's not essential. Now, Gerard is moving against us. After we crush this rebel army, we're going to want to see if we can fight him. And that will probably be enough to force the French out of engagement against us. Ah, Normandy here. Let's spend money here. A parchment maker. Yeah, we want to do that.
Yes, my lord.
After we're done with all the economic upgrading in terms of trade goods in Normandy, I'm going to take a look at other provinces to see what other trade goods we can get to get some of these kingdom advantages. I'm going to want to get wax and salt very quickly, just for extra food and food storage. Crop rotation is a very easy one to get. In fact, it's the easiest, only requiring 4. And, as you will see, being one of only 2 that requires no exotic goods. Next, we could try to go for Age of Discovery. It's not a bad one to go for. It again, doesn't require any exotic goods. In fact, wax, clothes, salt. It has salt and wax. We're already going to take salt and wax, so we'll only need to get tackling, linen, and clothes. It's not a horrible idea.
Yes, my lord.
We won that battle. Now you'll see that Gerard ran away, so let's just go in here. That's a new leader. White peace. Yeah, the French are basically done with a new leader. He doesn't care anymore. We'll move Guillaume here. If you go to Normandy. And, yeah.
A new construction has been
We're at peace again. No real reason for that. Well, we're gaining money. I think I will wait till Cambria has moved into our sphere to see the economic result. And then we'll begin planning our next war. Now, if we look at it, our next war is quite obvious. It's going to be York. York and Mercia don't have walls. York is directly to our north. We should crush him. After that, we'll move to Strathclyde and the Highlands. None of these places are defended. York is currently... they have no relations with anybody, apparently. That's exciting. Scotland is at war with Cordoba, but otherwise not involving anything else. These guys have no allies. Nobody cares. Now, let's see, though. The Irish... Ulster, Leinster... you'll see Leinster and Munster have a non-aggression pact with each other. And York has a non-aggression pact with Munster. Non-aggression pacts are... basically, well, it means what it means. The kingdoms won't attack each other. Norway, yeah, I don't care. The way you move through progression
Political
is
view.
a kingdom will offer you a trade agreement, then you offer a non-aggression pact, and then after an alliance.
What is your wish?
If York has a non-aggression pact with one of the Irish, we may want to go after him quite quickly here, actually. He may upgrade that to an alliance, and while that's not dangerous for us, it's simply going to be troublesome.
Yes, my lord.
We're going to have to deal with second armies, another person coming in, you know, tagging into our war. We don't need that. Hello? I was not done there.
Political view.
Yeah, we're going to want to begin this right away. So, we're going to
What is
take...
your wish?
No tip on Reginald. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch these marshals here.
What is
Keep
your
these two
wish?
marshals together. There are offensive marshals.
Ships.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. We're going to move Reginald up here. We're going to move Tybalt here. We're going to have Reginald meet him here. And then we're going to declare war on York
We have
and
built a new
invade
building,
Mercia.
sire.
Now, Cambria's moved in. You can see they haven't upgraded their fishmonger or inn yet. And they have 3 workers. This province is going to be next to useless to us, but we're still going to pump money in
And
it
a
and
new
try and bring it up.
construction has been finished, sire.
In fact, the best thing to do, actually...
The Queen
What
has given
buildings do we
birth
have?
to
We have a
healthy
Fletcher here.
child.
Yes, we have a Fletcher here. That's good. So at least we can use this to build long bowmen. But what we're going to want to do, I guess, is build a quarry. It'll get us an extra worker. It's not a horrible thing. Oh, great. We've given birth to a
His
princess. That's
Excellency,
useless.
The king and his most noble family.
Very, very useless. Oh, well. We're going to go to Normandy. They just finished getting us parchment. We're going to want wool, get the spinning mill.
Yes.
Reginald, we should have had him moving already, but apparently we did not. Apparently he's going to sit on the ocean in his boats and just starve to death.
Yes.
And yes, having your army sit in the ocean, they will eventually go through all their food and starve to death. If your armies have no food, they simply have no morale and can be easily mopped up like paper. Like you take paper and just drop it in a pool of water and the paper will melt away, that'll be your army. And, yeah, not very useful to us, I don't think. Now then, Cornwall. Cornwall finished something. Very nice. It's going to be a little while till Cornwall can actually do something, so I'm not going to worry about that too much.
Political.
York, how are you doing, York? Yeah, just still your non-aggression pact, eh? Not at war with anybody. This means York will be able to bring their full strength towards us, but if necessary, we can pull Guillaume and Haguet into the war to support us. And there we go. Reginald's in position. We'll drop him next to Tybalt. We'll set them on a path to Mercia together.
Marching.
Oh, interesting. York is moving an army in. I don't know how to feel about that. But we'll declare war. Perhaps he'll reroute.
We have built a new
Oh, yes. Those morons.
I am moving.
If he'd moved into Mercia, he could have used the extra defenses from the city to actually hurt our armies more. It would have made it almost impossible for us to really fight him, but he's not doing that. Here we go. The ultimate emperor of Europe. From time to time, all the rulers of the most powerful kingdoms gather together to elect the ultimate emperor of Europe. Now the time has come to vote once more. This is one of the ways to obtain victory, is to win this vote. The 2 most powerful emperors in the game are Emperor Albrecht of Germany and Caliph Ahmed of the Fatimids. What's going to happen now is that you can either vote yes, no, or abstain. They're simply going to abstain. The only way to really do this is to have those other powerful rulers as allies or vassals to make them vote for you. They're not going to vote no because they don't care.
For valor, attack.
Winning like that takes a lot more time. It takes a lot of time. In fact, it takes a lot more time than simply getting the kingdom advantages. We're going to keep an eye on this battle here. It's very, balanced is right. Our 2 peasant armies against his army of axemen is actually a very balanced fight. However, we have the morale advantage. It's possible we may win. If it looks like we won't, we'll simply retreat, lick our wounds, and see what we can get in the future. But yeah, his morale's plummeting. We're gonna win this battle. No need to begin to retreat. Oh, he's gonna run away.
Time to move.
Moving against him in here, not very smart. So we're going to dump our armies into this monastery here and raid, and see if we can convince him to come out to play. We have 1,000 books up here. We're going to educate our merchant a little more. Batamids are earning us a lot of money. The Emperor of Byzantium, yeah. Byzantium is very useless. We're going to stop that trade and trade with... Ooh. Oh, Sweden, too. We're going to trade with Bosnia. Oh, yes. 200. And that is great. We get more money from Bosnia. We get more money out of religion for it. So good.
We have built a new building, sire.
This is done in Normandy. Continued economic power. We are now going to build a library. It's going to produce an extra book. It's going to be very good for us. And it's, yeah, it's going to be good. Now, libraries, depending where you are, can be upgraded into universities, but we do not have the required ability to build the buildings required to do that in that province. Pretend, what do you have? I'm going to wait here for the tech that'll give us this one. Since pretend takes a long time to build anything, we're going to get them building something. Otherwise, we're just wasting it.
Yes, my lord.
Now, York here, yeah, he doesn't look like he wants to come out to play, and that's very sad. That makes me very depressed. Oh well. Not a huge loss. Now here, I think it is about time that we begin looking at producing better units. As you can see, if we had really good units, we would easily deal with those armies. But being that we're only peasants right now, it's a little difficult. So we're going to want to look at building our armies up with really good units. Now, the way I do this is to look at these provinces. Okay, if we get the harbor, we'll have 3 spare building slots. In order to build Normans, it's going to take us a chainmail workshop and a swordsmith, which means we're going to have to build an armory. That's 3. Now, we could get rid of this mode eventually, and I'm probably going to end up doing that. But for now, we're going to begin getting this place ready to build Normans. We already have Kent, which can build longbows for us.
Yes.
So we're going to just sort of wait. Now, I don't want to raid this territory here, and I don't want to fight him.
Yes, my lord.
So sadly to say, what we're going to do is we're going to move towards our own territory here.
I am. We are
My
on
No,
our
I may not have the
I am
ability
going.
to build Normans yet, but like I've said, I can build longbows. I'm going to want to look at adding a few longbow units into our army mix, if possible. What?
Honor?
Okay, no,
Attack.
scratch that. The enemy is done. Alvin's moved out. He's encamped, which means that he's incredibly weak. We are going to crush this army now. Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. See, that's the thing. The enemy does some really dumb things. It looked to the AI like we were done with him, and then it turns out, no, we're right beside you, so you just opened your army up to a massacre. Now, we're going to win this battle. We're winning decisively. It's, yeah, we haven't even really taken that much damage yet. His army's wiped. See, there we go. Now, Mercia is wide open. There's no reason for us to wait. What a break. The enemy, the AI, does something incredibly, incredibly stupid. Now, we will continue to build up this province to produce better units, and we will eventually work these better units into our armies. Probably starting with Guillaume and Higat. I mean, we don't, you know, our offensive armies, if our offensive armies are doing well, then Lothian. Oh, Lothian managed to successfully rebel and rise against Scotland, breaking this country up again.
Sire, we have
Very
not reached the
fortuitous
foreign
for us. We're not going to
population,
have to deal with a two-provincer there. Here we go. This will change us from Normandy to England. William, well, not William, but his son, John, now will be known as the
We have
Kingdom
problems
of
with
England.
the foreign population, sire.
Okay, we're gonna send these York.
Political view.
Oh wow, the game apparently gave us York. Well, I'm not going to get mad about that. There's another rebel, though. Is there not?
Political view.
Oh, the other rebellion is in Britain. Well, I'm just going to send Guillaume out to deal with that. Yeah, the other army has no morale. It's not even worth worrying about. The game just gave us a ton of money. We're going to... We're going to go and spend
Sire,
some of this
we
money.
have won a battle.
This is Kent, is it not? Hello? Yeah. I'm gonna build one of these. Another province can build another one. So I'm not going to
We
build
have
both,
built a
but...
new building, sire.
My liege, let us restock and rest.
Ugh, these rebels are going
Yes.
far afield, that is
Time
for
to
sure, but we'll catch them and deal with them. East Anglia. Chainmail Workshop.
Political view.
Oh, Byzantium. Lowly Byzantium is now a vassal to the Pechenegs. Bosnia. Who are you a vassal of? Germany. Hungary is a vassal of the Fatimids. Things are getting very crazy on the world stage right now. Can I pick up a trade agreement with Germany? Yeah, might as well. Both our trades right now, Bosnia and the Fatimids, are making a ton of money, so it's not a huge problem. But, yeah, you might as well.
What is your command? You will not regret this.
Armies continue to march forward. Trade agreement Ulster. I do not think so. You're going to die very, very soon here, so... No.
My liege.
Now, we're going to want to continue to try and dump our money into things. Best thing to do right now will be to continue to build up the economic base, but also to install these military buildings. So we have, I want at least 2 centers that can build longbows, and Normans as many places as I can. This library. Yeah, libraries take a very long time to build. Thankfully, we have 16 workers, so it's not going to take till the end of time there.
A new building has been built, sire.
Now we're going to build the harbor in East Anglia. Any place you can get those kinds of buildings, you want them. Those kinds of buildings, like the harbor, are essential for your economic base. You have to do it. Now, looking at the state of things, here's what is going to be going on. We're going to have to continue to expand. We're going to take Flanders, Lorraine, Alsace, Burgundy, and Provence. We're going to have to fight after this France, Lotharingia, Pamplona, and Italy at the moment. Now, very well, and somewhat hopefully after that will change. I would actually rather just fight France for everything. Those are going to be wars, though, that are very going to be focused on taking everything. Right now, well, we're in those kinds of wars, but it's not the same. We're going to build a harbor in Cornwall. We're going to want to pull in more of that money.
Yes, my lord.
And now, let's begin planning our next assault. I think Lothian looks like the next best target to attack. After we're done here, we're going to go to York, resupply, and get ready for another charge. I will wait until Mercia and York are brought in before I do that. So no need to go too fast, but
Your wisest of rulers.
Oh, this is gonna be an issue. William is aged, and he has no sons. At some point, this is actually gonna become a real problem. Oh well, I guess we will deal with that problem when it comes to it. No point worrying about it now. Things are going quite well in England. You can see now it's been not a ton of time here. We've been playing for a few hours, and we've gone from a one-province minor to a kingdom with a good amount of provinces, 8, which is your standard core base. This game, it's a little slow in the first while, but after a good amount of time, the game speeds up quite quickly. The real enjoyment in this game, I find, for me though, it's not in the playing of the game in a technical sense. The game technically is incredibly easy. You build your armies with peasants, you send them out, take provinces, build up your economy, and eventually field strong armies. But it's more so in the story. Thanks to randomness, different nations will always do better every time you play. And you'll never be involved with the same countries every single time. It makes the game, in a way, in its randomness, quite fun, that no game will be the same as the others. Now, we're going to build a palisade here. You're going to want to wall your cities. Obviously, walling your cities is very important. You don't want to leave them open to assault. York produces 7 food. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to replenish. We're going to wait for food to get more peasants. We're going to resupply. We're going to go out and attack Lothian. Apparently scratch that. Rebels in Mercia, we're going to go deal with this.
My sword was getting rusty. The foreign loyalists are on the rise.
Morality. Master Smithy. We're going to upgrade to stone wall in East Anglia. Now, I'm going to do something. Cambria and Kent. Oh boy, here we go. It's mass rebellion time. This happens every now and then. Due to the fact that they're not accepted culture of ours. We haven't converted their culture. The others tend to get restless. We're going to have Guillaume and Huguette deal with this. This is why we have these extra 2 armies to deal with this kind of crap. They'll deal with that. We'll keep our other armies after here. We'll get these armies ready to go. We'll continue to expand. Now I'm going to quickly do something before going here. We're going to promote a knight as a cleric. Getting cleric to level 5 is what you want to do. And it'll allow you to adopt populations very easily. This will get rid of our issues with these rebellions and make it so that these territories won't leave the fold if people die. As well, as you can see, our king just had a son. Hopefully, he holds on long enough for us to get a new child, and then we are safe against huge, massive breakup of our kingdom upon our king's death. But obviously, this has been long enough. It's been definitely over 20 minutes, and I am going to go. Click like if you like this video, click subscribe if you really enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.